We know that Trump is facing several other criminal cases in other jurisdictions, but this trial may be the only one that goes, to completion before the 2024 presidential election. Trump has gone back and forth between seeming interested in the proceedings and what's happening. You'll see him crane his neck to get a better view at some of the jurors during the voir dire questioning. You see him react in real time to potential jurors getting up there and saying for the whole courtroom that they don't agree with Donald Trump's policies when he was president, or they have this or that opinion. Although that said, he did really appear to enjoy hearing when a couple of the jurors admitted that they'd read his books or that they were fans of The Apprentice.
This is political persecution. This is a persecution like never before. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And again, it's a case that should have never been brought. It's an assault on America.
There was no murder here. There was nothing. There was somebody in the accounting department at the Trump Organization while the president was sitting in the Oval Office that booked a legal issue as a legal issue in the accounting records.
We are going to continue our fight against this judge. We think he's totally conflicted. He's a conflicted judge. As you know, we're in appeal. I don't think there has ever been a judge more conflicted than this one, so we'll see how that all works out.
We've also seen him, with his eyes closed, and we can't tell for sure if he is actually dozing off in those moments, but he does. His eyes close, his head kind of dips down, and then he'll kind of jerk himself back up. There were murmurings kind of in the courtroom when he was closing his eyes, people saying, is he asleep? Is he just closing his eyes? Is he looking down? Because sometimes you see him look down at a piece of paper he's got in his lap, and his eyes are pretty drawn shut. And he was definitely closing his eyes. Whether he was asleep, I don't know. I also don't know if he was doing it the second day more for show. We're supposed to hear from some of the key figures in the case. So people like Michael Cohen and Stormy Daniels. Michael Cohen will be a big witness because he was the one who arranged the hush money payment to Stormy Daniels, the adult film star, who says that she has had an affair with Trump, which he denies. The big issue was, and we'll hear a lot about, this Access Hollywood tape. It was a big moment for Donald Trump's campaign. He had fellow Republicans calling for him to drop out, calling for him to, step aside and just let Mike Pence be the GOP presidential candidate. His sort of whole fate was kind of uncertain. And so the prosecution is going to, they're not allowed to play the Access Hollywood tape, but they are allowed to describe it. And so they're going to, I think, talk a lot about that and how much pressure Donald Trump and his campaign were under, and how that led them to, because they hadn't made a decision about the Stormy Daniels payment until that happened. They pulled the trigger on it after, and they allegedly covered it up.